Life insurance isn't just about paying off bills or replacing income. It can also be a beautiful way to leave a legacy. I want to share a heartwarming story that shows how a policy became a lasting gift of love for the next generation. This is about Evelyn, a grandmother who used life insurance to leave a legacy for her family, and in doing so, made an impact that will be remembered for years. Evelyn was a retired schoolteacher and a proud grandmother of 3. She told me once, "I'm not a woman of great wealth, but I want to do something special for my grandkids." Her dream was to contribute to her grandchildren's futures, maybe help with college or give them a head start in adulthood. So in her early 60s, Evelyn took out a permanent life insurance policy, whole life, with a moderate coverage amount. The idea was that when she eventually passed, the policy would pay out and each of her 3 grandchildren would receive a share of that money. She could have tried to save up that sum on her own, but being on a fixed pension, she knew that would be tough. Life insurance allowed her to create an instant legacy by making affordable monthly premium payments. Fast forward about 20 years. Evelyn lived into her early 80s. When she passed away, her life insurance policy paid out approximately $150,000 in total. This was split among her 3 grandkids, about $50,000 each. Now, $50,000 isn't like winning the lottery, but for these young adults, it was an incredible boon. One granddaughter used it to pay for her college tuition, avoiding student loans. A grandson put it towards the down payment on his first house. The 3rd grandchild invested the money to start a small business he had been dreaming about. In each case, Evelyn's gift gave them a life-changing opportunity. At Evelyn's memorial service, her family actually talked about that life insurance legacy. It wasn't about the money per se, it was about what the money represented. It was Grandma saying, "I believe in your future," even though she couldn't be there in person. It brought tears to a lot of eyes, including mine. Her son told me later, "Mom's policy was the best decision she ever made. None of us knew how much it would end up helping the kids. It was like she kept taking care of us, even after she was gone." That, to me, is the essence of life insurance as a legacy tool. It's love made tangible. What's important to note is Evelyn wasn't wealthy. She was middle class, living modestly. The life insurance premium was something she budgeted for. She treated it like a future gift savings plan, as she called it. Over the years, she paid those premiums diligently. If you added them up, she probably paid in significantly less than $150,000. That's typically how insurance works. You leverage a little money to create a lot of benefit. She also liked that her whole life policy built some cash value. She told me it made her feel secure that if she ever needed funds for an emergency, she could borrow from that cash value. In the end, she didn't need to, so that full legacy went to her grandkids, exactly as she wanted. Not everyone needs to use life insurance this way, but if you have the goal of leaving something behind, perhaps you want to ensure your kids or grandkids have a nest egg, or you want to leave a gift to a charity or cause, life insurance can be a smart way to do it. Why? Because it creates a lump sum of money that will be there when you're not. It can often be more efficient than trying to save the same amount, especially if you live a long life and might otherwise dip into your savings for healthcare or other needs. With a life insurance policy, you sort of lock in that legacy. Another example. I know a couple who couldn't have children, so they named their favorite charity, an animal rescue, as the beneficiary of a life insurance policy. When they're gone, that charity will receive a significant donation that the couple couldn't afford to just give outright while alive. They're essentially using life insurance to fund a charitable legacy. The tone of all these stories is that life insurance can be about more than just security. It's about impact and love that echoes beyond our lifetime. It's a letter you leave behind that says, "I care about you and your future." For Evelyn's grandkids, every achievement they will unlock with that money, a diploma, a new home, a thriving business, they carry the memory of their grandmother's support with them. If you have people you care deeply about or causes you're passionate about, and you want to make sure you leave a meaningful legacy, consider whether life insurance might be a tool to accomplish that. It's not just for young families in debt. It can be tailored for legacy too. Policies like whole life or universal life are commonly used for this purpose since they last a lifetime and guarantee a payout as long as premiums are paid. You can even structure them to maximize a legacy. Some folks pay in extra to grow the cash value, which can increase the death benefit over time. In the end, Evelyn's story is a testament to the fact that you don't need millions to make a difference. She used a life insurance policy to turn modest monthly contributions into a significant act of love. That's something her family will never forget. Think about the legacy you want to leave. It could be for family, friends, or a cause that's close to your heart. Life insurance is one way to make that happen, even if you aren't super wealthy. If this idea sparks something in you, head over to CrockerFinancial.online. Link in description. I've shared a blog post there, Whole Life Insurance, Guide and Benefits, which explains how permanent life insurance can build cash value and secure a legacy. Give it a read or reach out to me for a chat. Let's make sure the mark you leave on the world is exactly what you envision.